D.Va,
Dora,
and drone phone cases.
all on Geek This Week.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Geek This Week. I'm X,
I'm Max Hartley.
And I'm Brogan.
and as you can tell, we've got a brandy dandy new setup, but don't let that distract you. We're just gonna jump right into it. This week in gaming, Gamescom held its 10th conference, and as usual, it was full of all sorts of gaming fan service. Unfortunately, there was a lot more that took place than we're able to cover here, but we will touch up on some of the highlights. For a start, as you might have guessed, we got tons of new info regarding some of the most popular up-and-coming games. Attendees got a more hands-on experience with games like Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, and the highly anticipated Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We also got more information in regards to CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk 2077, and, more specifically, its questing system. In interviews with some of the developers behind the game, it was revealed that there was a heavy emphasis being placed on the way quests play out in Cyberpunk, with the current system being compared to a more fleshed out and intuitive version of The Witcher 3's questing system. It has also been confirmed that the game is 100% playable from start to finish. While they could not give too many details at this stage, what they did say is that there is going to be far more than just one way to complete a quest, and that the player has a lot of say as to how a certain quest line unfolds. Now we just need an official release date and we're good to go.
Blizzard also made a pretty big splash at Gamescom this week with a new animated short for Overwatch. While the short was teased a few days before the event, it was unknown who it would focus on and why. The short, called Shooting Star, was centered on D.Va and her life outside of the mech suit. Turns out she is actually the leader of a squad of similar individuals who are tasked with protecting the world from some kind of robotic alien force. And she's got a pretty kick-ass base and workshop to boot. Maybe the short was some kind of hint that D.Va may be getting some kind of rework in the near future, or maybe it was just Blizzard giving us a little more backstory to one of the original characters. Either way, Blizzard definitely knows how to do cinematics, and as far as we're concerned, they can keep them coming.
And lastly, at Gamescom, we got a look at Nvidia's new RTX graphics cards, and they're pretty damn powerful. While people were already expecting Nvidia to make some kind of announcement at the event, most were expecting more information regarding the GTX 1090, or at the most, some kind of GTX 2000 series. But instead, they jumped the gun and announced that they would be doing away with GTX and transitioning into RTX 2070, 2080, and 2080 Ti GPUs, because RTX sounds cooler, I guess. The new cards are supposed to focus on ray tracing, which, without going into entire hardware lessons, basically uses light as a source of rendering objects and makes for much greater levels of visual realism. It is apparently a similar technology to what Nvidia put in their monstrous Titan V graphics card. So it's safe to assume that the cards are going to be pretty powerful. The 2070, 2080, and the 2080 Ti are currently priced at $599, $799, and $1299, respectively, which is honestly not much more than you would spend on a GPU now. The graphics cards are all available for pre-order right now for September 20th, so if you want to be in that first batch, act quick.
This week in movies, there's apparently a Dora live-action remake in the works. Your ears do not deceive you. Everyone's favorite 5-year-old Hispanic nomad is supposed to be receiving her own shot at the big screen, and not in animated form. Obviously, the film is still in very early stages of development, but it is supposed to be centered on a teenage Dora as she wanders the jungle in search of her missing parents. The cast list, as it stands, features Isabella Moner, who recently starred in Transformers: The Last Knight, and Sicario: Day of the Soldado, as Dora, and her parents, played by Eva Longoria and Michael Pena. The whole thing seems a bit unusual, but then again, so was the original cartoon. All I know is that if we don't see a blue monkey in bright red boots, a lot of people are going to be really disappointed.
This week in tech, the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 launched on Friday, and to say the least, it's a pretty cool device. Though it looks and feels almost exactly like the Note 8, this new edition has some interesting tricks up its sleeves. For starters, the trademark Note stylus has received some tweaking, so it now not only functions as a means of writing on and navigating the touchscreen, but it also works like a remote, so you can use it to adjust volume levels, pause videos, and take pictures, all from about 32 feet away. It also features the largest battery in a Galaxy phone to date, meaning you can easily go a full day without having to charge your phone, even after watching videos or playing games for hours at a time. It is currently utilizing Android's newly released Oreo 8.1 operating system, but there are potential plans to incorporate the Android 9 Pie OS used on Google Pixel phones. If you can get past the $1,000 price point, this is certainly a piece of tech worth looking into.
Hewlett-Packard has released a new pair of headphones for their HP Omen gaming PCs. What is special about this specific set of headphones is that they have a feature that actually cools your ears as you play to allow for hours of comfortable gaming. The headset is powered via USB, and a system on the exterior is used to cool the inside of the ear cups without fans of any kind, to ensure there is no extra noise while gaming. They are set to be released to the public this October starting at $199, which conveniently happens to be the same time that the majority of this year's major titles are being released. Sounds like your wallet's going to need to be a little bit thicker this year if you're a hardcore gamer.
While on the topic of gaming tech, Razer has announced the release of a brand new line of products for the PS4. First off is a new headset, the Razer Thrasher, which features up to 12 meters of wireless connectivity and mic monitoring that allows you to listen to your own audio and make sure your mic is working properly. More important, however, is the announcement of a new Razer wireless controller exclusive to the PS4 and PC. The controller, called the Razer Raiju Ultimate, is essentially a Giga controller. It actually connects to a mobile app that can save up to 500 different customized button layouts and switch on the fly to accommodate different games and playstyles. Like Microsoft's Xbox Elite controller, the Raiju Ultimate also has interchangeable D-pad and thumbsticks as well. And, to top it all off, it also features the trademark Razer Chroma customizable lighting. The controller comes in tournament and ultimate versions at $240 and $350 respectively. It seems like a lot to dish out for the sake of convenience, but if that doesn't bother you, this is definitely for you.
A new device is meant to replace the selfie stick as a means of capturing that perfect selfie. An increasing number of people using selfie sticks at tourist locations throughout the world has led to increased reports of damage and inconvenience to the public, and certain places are even banning selfie sticks entirely. Because of this, videos have started surfacing via Good Times of a prototype drone phone case that allows you to take selfies completely hands-free. As the title implies, the case utilizes small top-mounted propellers that allow the phone to hover in the air and take pictures and videos from a distance or at unique angles. So not only is it more convenient than a selfie stick, but it appears to have quite a bit more functionality as well. Unfortunately, when questioned, Good Times said that the product was not actually for sale and that it was simply a prototype. Even so, there does seem to be quite the demand for this simple little product, so it's a very good chance that we'll see them surface in the future.
This week in science, companies like SpaceX aiming for interplanetary travel and colonization are becoming a big focus in engineering. The Lockheed Martin company, in specific, has come up with what they believe to be a worthy candidate for sustainable deep space habitat. The prototype is only the size of a school bus and currently is really only able to sufficiently sustain 4 individuals for up to 60 days. In an interview with the program manager, Bill Pratt, stating, "Think of it as an RV in deep space. Your tables become your bed and things are always moving around, so you have to be really efficient with space." That's a lot of what we're testing here. It's not the most glamorous of travel by any means, and it is quite a ways off from the sci-fi stuff you see in Hollywood. That said, it's still just a prototype. But hey, if it works, we're that much closer to real estate on the moon.
In other news this week, Twitch, the popular online streaming app, may be showing most of its paid users ads. The move, straight out of Netflix's book, forces Twitch Prime users to pay an extra fee to view Twitch without ads, which was one of the initial selling points of the Twitch Prime subscription to begin with. Twitch is claiming the move will help them to continue to support their content developers, and that channels that users subscribe to will still be viewed ad-free, including the free subscription allowed by the service. But that still begs the question, what's the point of Twitch Prime now?
Honestly, nothing. I don't...
It's like YouTube saying their premium feature is that you get one channel ad-free.
Unless they've got something in the works. That's the only thing I can think of that might
Maybe
justify a decision like this. I can't think of another reason to even justify this.
Yeah.
So.
I watch more Twitch than TV, so I just hope they don't break it.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching this week. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And what was your favorite piece of news? Did you like it? Did you hate it? And did we get anything wrong? Let us know in the comments below.
And don't forget to share the video with all your friends, because sharing is caring.
And with that, we'll catch you geeks next week.
November 20th, so act quickly if you want to grab the first batch. Bye, Light.
Probably died.